ship?
HMS Agamemnon is a 64-gun Ardent class third-rate ship. It was launched here in April 1781. It took 3 years to build. About 2,000 oak trees went into her.
2,000
oak trees.
Yeah.
There were 7 built of her class over a slightly over 20-year period.
Were those all built here?
No, actually, there were 3 64s built here.
Yeah.
But the Agamemnon is particularly notable because it had a very famous service history, which lasted for 28 years, which is remarkable for a ship of that time, because the Navy, when they built ships, really didn't think they were going to last more than about 10 years due to rot, battle, wear and tear. So a ship to last 28 years is really very good. Importantly, it was used by Nelson. It was his first ever command as a captain of a warship. It is also the ship where he met Emma Hamilton when they sailed into Naples. So Agamemnon was always known as his favourite, Nelson's favourite. He spoke of her throughout his life in his letters as being his favourite ship. And so we're very proud of the fact that that is a ship from Buckler's Heart.
I think he liked particularly that it was quite fast.
It was fast, it was agile.
Yeah.
So he said, sailed very well. A good roader. So, all these things added to his love of the ship. And of course, it's where he spent that critical time when he was a young captain. So, that was very formative for him at that time.
Yes.
So it was a remarkable part of history, and that's why we are now doing an archaeological dig to try and learn a lot more about that history, because those slipways have been used probably since the time of medieval times, certainly, and we've got layers and layers of boat building and shipbuilding, particularly through that 18th century, very, very intense time, but also until the Second World War, when the whole river and village was requisitioned, and then it actually was used as a modern boatyard until the 1970s. So we have got layer and layer, and it's going to be...
And there is still a boatyard here, isn't there? It's just moved over to where the marina is.
It's moved a few hundred metres upstream, which has now preserved this historic slipways, and it's all about trying to create an educational charity to enable us to keep the skills of shipbuilding, wooden shipbuilding, alive, to celebrate and preserve and conserve those skills and the knowledge around it, the archives to study the history of Buckler's Heart and wooden shipbuilding.